And
Erin, you've been watching these matches on the ground. Do you think finally Peshawar's combination is becoming better enough to be able to win matches?
Yeah, well, they've had this really interesting situation where the people that they banked on getting them runs up the top of the order, Islam Ayub, obviously, it's so rare to see him so quiet for such a long period of time. They've had to search through their ranks in order to find those runs when they've had, you know, the top order not firing as they would have hoped. I liked seeing Mitch Owen up the top of the order. I think if you're going to play him, you need to play him up top. We've seen what he does in Big Bash. Like, he won the cup for the Hobart Hurricanes this year because he is so damaging, and I think he's a player that needs the field up just to get him going into his innings, and then once his eyes
Where should he play? As an opener, right?
He's an opener.
He's like through and through opener, right? In Hobart, right?
Yes, Hobart Hurricanes he always opens, and that's where he was so damaging, and that is why he's here, because of what he did in Big Bash. So for me, I think Babar's an amazing three.
Amazing in three, yeah.
Amazing three, and I think obviously what we saw today, it didn't pay off for him, Mitch Owen. So Babar comes in and steadies the ship and does what he does. But when you've got a guy that can take you down like that, let him go, because you know Babar has the ability to bat in all different elements.
And it also gives him a space to, to play on a ball too.
And I just wanted to ask you too, Shoaib, because when we look at Islamabad's successfulness, they were at home. They were at home in conditions that suited them, and they won 4 on the bounce. Now we're in different conditions where the bowling's a little bit more difficult, the batting's more difficult.
The ball is seaming a bit.
And
that's where the problem is.
Lahore's had crazy variation in their pitches as well. We had Aussie soil that was misbehaving. In Karachi, like, you should have seen what the Aussie soil did there. Like, we're not that temperamental, I promise.
Erin, you're sitting with all the bowlers, so we don't call it misbehaving. We call it a good pitch.
I think
mic drop. But let's take a look at the points table, because even after those back-to-back losses, Islamabad United are still at the top of the table with 10 points, and they have that healthy-looking net run rate as well. But it says a lot, Shoaib, about Islamabad's campaign so far, that they are able to maintain that tabletop position.
Well, they have to decide either they want to be number 1 or they want to be number 2. Which team they want to play at? We're going to by winning on last games, right?
Yeah.
They got one more game to go, right?
Yeah, so they have 2
more.
more. They have played 7 now.
So if they go on,
they have 10
games, no?
So they have 3 more.
Yes.
3 more.
We're not done yet,
Yeah, they're not.
Only Lahore has 2 games, and Multan.
Lahore and Multan have 8. They've played 8 games.
So if they come back, they're taking long enough to come back.
But do you think they have a chance? They have that fight in them.
Yeah, Multan Sultan have a chance to get out early. They already have.
They already put their feet up.
Just put the foot out, I think it took a 4 for them. Take us back on again,
Negative net run rate.
All right, bye-bye. So, I think they just need to win a couple of more games and to decide who they want to play against. I think this looks like a good team, good combination. When there comes a playoff, I think they're going to play one of the best team. They got the best fast bowlers, they got the best 2 spinners, and they got the best captain and the best environment when you call the management team, which is done by a great job done by from management to stabilize the team. And so is the the lot of praises for Quota Gladiator, Mike Hesson. Absolutely fantastic guy. But the rumor that Mike Hesson been approached from Pakistan Cricket Board to coach Pakistan team. If he comes, I really want him to come, with the full authority, with the full plan, and shouldn't be any more ambushes like Jason Gillespie.
Aussie's misbehaving. Like, what? Not misbehaving.
Nah, he's a great
we
guy.
love him. He's a wonderful guy.
He's a wonderful guy.
Great coach.
Wonderful, great coach. No question about it.
सोहेल आपसे पूछूंगा, क्योंकि हम टूर्नामेंट में मुसलसल पेशावर की बॉलिंग कॉम्बिनेशन के बारे में बात करते हैं, तो फाइनली बॉलिंग कॉम्बिनेशन किसी एक शक्ल में आ रहा है कि आज उन्होंने एक छोटे टोटल पे रिस्ट्रिक्ट किया उनको?
नहीं, बिल्कुल पिछले 3-4 मैचेस से बल्कि आप कहेंगे कि उनकी बॉलिंग परफॉर्मेंसेस जो है वो बतदरीज बेहतर होती गई हैं। तो वो मेरे ख्याल में आज एक कंप्लीट शो देखने को मिला। पिछले 2 मैचेस में 3 मैचेस में आपको कहीं ना कहीं आपको लगा कि कोई एक बॉलर जो रन्स हुए उसको, बट आज मैं कहूँगा कि कंप्लीट बॉलिंग शो हमें नज़र आया। और पेशावर ज़ल्मी के लिए आई थिंक इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि इस तरह का मैच ना आपको टूर्नामेंट में वापस लेके आता है। और 5वें नंबर पे दे स्टैंडिंग एट नंबर 5, मस्ट विन तकरीबन सिचुएशन है उनके लिए, तो इस तरह का मैच आपको ना कॉन्फिडेंस देता है। तो आई थिंक कि ग्रेट फॉर पेशावर ज़ल्मी द वे दे बोल्ड, एज आई सेड अर्लियर कि सब के सब बॉलर्स ने अच्छा यूटिलाइज़ किया, जो भी कंडीशन थी उनको अच्छे तरीके से रीड किया, बैट्समैन को अच्छे तरीके से रीड किया। सो आई थिंक कि पेशावर ज़ल्मी इज़ बैक।
बिल्कुल। और जैसे कि रोहा हमने पहले भी डिस्कस किया कि एक डेब्यूटेंट PSL डेब्यूटेंट माज सदाकत, उन्होंने एक अच्छी इनिंग खेली और
रिलेटिव तो नहीं है,
थोड़ा जरूरी है, इसीलिए जरूरी था उसके बारे में बात
करें।
या सो
Mr. Sadaka.
कैसा है फ्यूचर प्रोस्पेक्ट, कैसा है माज?
देखिए, मैंने कुछ प्रोग्राम्स पहले ये बात की थी कि I've heard a lot about him before this match, माज सदाकत के बारे में. It's so good to watch him come and express himself. Perfect timing for him, not a huge target to chase, but जिस तरीके से अप्रोच किया है, 4 चौके 3 छक्के, the strike rate of 166 on a pitch that was not so easy to bat on, I think speaks volumes about him, and I hope कि ये आने वाले मैचेस में भी इसी तरह का परफॉर्म करें. तो he looked pretty good.
दूसरे एंड पे बाबर जैसे एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर अगर खेल रहे हो तो हाउ मच डज दैट हेल्प इन अ सिचुएशन लाइक दिस?
देखिए, सबसे अच्छी चीज़ मुझे जो लगी ना अबाउट माज सदाकत कि नॉर्मली पाकिस्तानी बैटर्स आर नॉट वेरी गुड स्क्वेयर ऑफ द विकेट. ही लुक्ड वेरी गुड ऑन दिस पिच विच हैड बाउंस. हमारे नॉर्मली जितने भी बैटर्स अभी तक लाहौर में खेले हैं तो आपने देखा है दे स्ट्रगल्ड, बट दिस गाय ही प्लेड हुक रियली वेल. इस तरह की पिच पे जहाँ एक्स्ट्रा बाउंस आता है वहाँ पुल नहीं मार सकते. सो व्हाट ही डिड, ही ट्राई टू हुक इट रादर देन टू पुल इट इन फ्रंट ऑफ स्क्वेयर. तो ये मेरे ख्याल में दैट शोज कि ही हैज़ दैट ब्रेन कि वो क्रिकेटिंग आपको अवेयरनेस विच नॉर्मली हमारे बहुत सारे बैटर्स विच दे लैक. So I think the good future prospect.
शोएब भाई, आप हमेशा कहते हैं कि खब्बा जब अच्छा बैट्समैन आए तो उसकी एक लुक और ही जबरदस्त निकलती है.
He looks more stylish somehow. He's just like born stylish. The lefty he was talking about. So I think he just as Sana said, it speaks the volume of the talent that he has. I mean, as rightly Sohail mentioned, I mean many people are trying to smash the ball. Then you just got to place the ball because the ball is hurrying you up quickly towards you. So I think rather hooking, slashing, carrying the ball, I think, toward the square of the wicket, I think that matters a lot. But having said that, I think it's, after all, very clinical innings, and I think well-suited situation for Babar Azam that, he went out there to, it looked perfect.
Perfect debut. You've got King Bubba down the other end.
Yeah.
You score a 50. You're 19 years old, only played 21 domestic matches, and then you go and do something like that. Like I get goosebumps when I think of that.
Dream
Like
debut, I think dream debut for him.
Yeah.
And
It's
obviously,
exciting.
I want to come towards Babar's knock as well. Sana, how do you assess the knock? 53 not out of 49. He managed to hit 1-6 and 4 fours. Not the most ideal strike rate, but of course he saw कि दूसरे end पे Maz was doing all of the work.
I think अगर मैं एक लफ्ज़ में कहना चाहूँ, he looked comfortable. Number 3 पे that is more of his style where he can accelerate when he wants to, when he wants to take his time. पहली shot outstanding, the way he got off the mark, बहुत ही खूबसूरत शॉट से ऑफ द मार्क. फिर थोड़ी देर के लिए स्ट्रगल किया, थोड़े डॉट बॉल्स हुए, बट द मोमेंट ही स्टार्टेड गेटिंग बाउंड्रीज, थोड़ा सा ईज ऑफ होते रहे, और फिर माज सदाकत के आने से उनको मजीद वो अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल गई. और अच्छी चीज़ आज बाबर की इनिंग्स में ये नज़र आई थी, कुछ डिफरेंट करना चाहते, डाउन द विकेट अपनी विकेट्स को एक्सपोज करके कोशिश कर रहे थे ऑफ साइड को भी खोलने की. तो ये एक अच्छी चीज़ है.
साथ ही पहली बॉल पे he delivered, he went for those gaps and he showed that intention जो हम बड़े टाइम से जो है मिस कर रहे थे. बट पेशावर ज़ल्मी,
I want to add one point about Maaz Sadakat, which looked really great. कि he came in and he took pressure off from Babar. जो भी सना ने कहा कि वो he was struggling and they were 3 down, but the way he came in and he took the charge and वो सारा pressure बाबर से ले लिया, I think that showed that this kid has character.
And plus, he has the bit of protection in the shape of Mitch Owen than Sam Ayub. Babar can take his sweet time. And then you have the one more wonderful guys, Haris is coming in.
Yeah.
And then you got Sadakat, right? And then the Max Bryant. I mean, there is a lot of cover for Babar for him to take as long as he wants. But, he has a firepower in the team. I'm glad that he's given an option to Mitch Owen, because that is rightly said by Erin, that, this guy deserves a place on top.
सो रोहा, माज भी कॉन्फिडेंस से खेले हैं और बाबर भी कॉन्फिडेंस से खेले हैं, तो इस कॉन्फिडेंस की वजह क्या हो सकती है आपके?
ये भी आप ही बताएं, रिवील करें.
जब इंसान क्लियर मेन शैम्पू यूज करता है और उसकी कंधों पे डैंड्रफ नहीं गिरती ना, तो फिर वो कॉन्फिडेंस आता है जिससे ऐसी इनिंग खेलने को मिलती है। इसके साथ हम लोग लेंगे एक छोटा सा ब्रेक ऑन द डग आउट। यू आर वॉचिंग अस एक्सक्लूसिवली ऑन तमाशा एंड माइको विल बी राइट बैक आफ्टर दिस ब्रेक।